That's the anti-checker.
We will return to your scheduled programming shortly, or we are currently experiencing technical difficulties.
I'm blue. What the heck? All right, hold on. Of course, I'm having all technical difficulties because I hit 10,000 subs minutes ago. And so bear with me just a second, because first of all, I'm going to go crazy if I have to look at myself looking like this. So let's fix that white balance. Why the heck did it do that? I don't know, but there we go. That's a little better. All right, so yes, amazingly, I kind of sort of hit 10,000 subs, although actually now I'm confident that I actually did hit 10,000 subs. So I'll tell you why. As of this very moment, I'm at 10,005. When I hit 10,000, however, a certain person whose name I shall not mention, but may go by Rock Solid Productions, may have subscribed on multiple sock accounts to try and be the first, the first, the 10,000th sub. So, and yes, I will get the anti-cam working, Mr. Miles. Jeez, you guys, this won't give me a break here. That's the view screen. Where is... There's desktop 2 if we turn that off. And now, of course, it's pointing in the wrong direction. There's Auntie. She is snoozing. As you can see, she is properly excited about my hitting 10,000 subs. So yes, so first and foremost, let me say to all of you, thank you so much. Those of you that have been subbed for a while, those of you that are new, all of you, I couldn't be here without each and every one of you, except for Rock Solid, who I hate for cheating, trying to cheat the system. And so Dan23 was first in the chat, says hi. Darth Maul says first. Sci-Fi says first. So Dan23, you are the first person on one of my live streams since I became a member of the 10,000 Club. So thank you, Dan. Mr. Miles says pre-first. Max says 10K. That indeed. Bird of Prey says congrats. Thank you, Bird. I wouldn't be here without you, my friend. Single Father 85, I believe you are new, says tacos. Burritos, my friend, burritos. Commander Strand says hello. Admiral Saval says congratulations, and I'm first. Darth Maul says bring on the man love. Well, you'll have to talk to Bird about man love. Josh says congrats. Flash Gamer says well done. Flash Gamer, I think you're new too, so welcome. Darth Maul says 10K, way to go, thank you. And Darth Maul points out Doomcock hit 100,000 today. Yes, that is incredible. I am so happy for Doomcock for hitting that incredible number. So I'm 1/10 of the way there, guys. You know, just 9/10 of the way to go, and then I can actually do this for a living. Identify as the 10,000th in the chat. All right, I will accept your identity there, my friend. And I'm waiting to see if Rock Solid comes in on the in there. And so Editor Supreme donated $2. Thank you, my friend. That would be Mr. Miles. And I just realized I think that the alert box is not turned on. So that's why I didn't see it. Alert box turn on. So it is on now. And so Mr. Miles put in $2, says congratulations on the 10K. Thank you, my friend. Bird of Prey put in $2 saying first 10K super chat. Well, technically, Mr. Miles, actually Bird of Prey was first. Bird of Prey hit it 3 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago was Thomas with congratulations, and I get to pick. And 1 minute ago was Mr. Miles. So thank you all. I do truly appreciate it. Dan wants to know, did I hear about Star Trek 4? Yes, we talked about it on Midnight's Edge a little bit last night. Quite frankly, I'm done with the Kelvin timeline. I do not care about Star Trek 4. I mean, I will, you know, it's one of those sad things. Being the hardcore Trek fan that I am, I will be there on opening day. I will drag Mrs. Anti-Checker to it on opening day if it actually happens. But I would rather see them just reboot Trek at this point. The Kelvin timeline is a mess. The CBS All Access stuff is a mess. Can we just reboot, start fresh, and make Trek what Trek was? And Samurai 2008 just subscribed. Thank you, Samurai 2008, if you are with us. By the way, also breaking news. I'm not 100% sure, I haven't confirmed, but I may be on Nerdrotic again tomorrow night. So if so, that'll be a lot of fun because he teased me last time I was on his show about how I couldn't be an official member of the Fandom Menace because I didn't have 10,000 subs. But now I do, so he's going to have to let me in, I hope. All right, let's see. Jossie, you almost pulled a bird on your 10K stream. Almost, yes. I believe I did say yesterday you'll be at 10K within 24 hours. You did, Mr. Miles, and you nailed it, my friend. You get it. And Mrs. Anti-Tricker says, congratulations, baby. Thank you so much, my dear. I'm very excited because that's a major milestone in the right direction. So absolutely. Bird says we need Auntie. Well, you've got her now. Sorry, I didn't have her up there at first. Darth Maul says too many Smurf pills. Yeah, the blue. I don't know. The camera's wigging out. Not sure what's going on there. Maybe once I get to 100,000 subs, I can get a real supercomputer that doesn't do weird things. Preempting Trek Yards by 5 minutes, but worth it. Congratulations. Thank you, Sci-Fi. I'm very stoked, I gotta say. I know this is way early, but yeah, I'm very excited about it. So very, very good. So Rock Solid wants to know who was the 10,000th sub, and I know because you think it's you. So let's find out real quick. So what I need to do, give me just a second. So first I need to see what the actual count is as of this moment. Is 10,009 is the official total. And so now we just got to count back 9 subs from where we're at right now. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the official 10,000th sub of the Anti-Trekker channel is Leaf Winterborn. Leaf Winterborn. I don't know who you are, but I'm going to write this down so that because I'm going to give you credit in the video. Let's see. L-E-A-F, W-N-T-R-B-R. So Leaf was the 10,000th sub. Now, I know you tried to stack the deck, Rock Solid, but you failed.
Hello,
you did fail. And thank you so much, not Ryan Johnson, a $25 super chat says, congratulations on 10K, well done indeed. Thank you. And I will tell you, part of the reason I'm streaming right now is because I literally hit 10,000 subs minutes ago. If you follow me on Twitter, I posted it the second that YouTube made it official. I posted the count on Twitter. And so that's number one. I wanted to do a live stream right when it happened. I'm very thrilled about it. I was not, when I got up this morning, I was thinking, oh man, I'm going to probably hit 10,000 subs in the next week or so. I better get ready. And I was not expecting a surge of subs today, which I do believe is in no small part due to Mr. Miles' incredible editing of the Borg video. For those of you that have seen it, I'm sure you know it is an incredible video, and I have Mr. Miles to thank for it. So the other side of it is that once I finish this live stream, and I don't plan on this being a super long live stream. I'll probably do a long live stream in the near future, though, just to kind of celebrate. But once I'm done with this live stream, then I'm going to be working pretty much all night long until I get that 10,000 sub video done. I have the script about 90% written as far as how to explain why my name is the Anti-Trekker and all that. I'm going to keep my word. That video, I'm going to do everything in my power to get it out tomorrow morning so that you guys can then laugh at me and my name. So Roxana wants to know who gets the credit. Not you, and not your good friends. Let's see, where are they? Harry Callahan, John McClane, and Harry John Callahan McClane. Yeah, that was cheap. And Thomas puts $10 in, says my pick. So I'm gonna go. Man, that's a tough one. I'm going to. Where's my favorite? Is it this one? No, it's... No, not that one. There we go.
In the great bowl of the Justice League, there floats the world's 4 greatest turds. Created from cosmic indigestion, Super Turd. Wonder Turd. Bat Turd, Aqua Turd, and those two junior super turds, Lore Reloaded and Punchy the Wonder Cat.
That is still my absolute favorite super chat. So thank you, Thomas. I truly appreciate it, my friend. And you've been with me for a long time, and you've been supporting this channel for a long time. So just thank you, Thomas, truly. Bird wants me to feed Auntie. Well, Auntie's napping right now. I don't want to wake her up. She looks so peaceful right now. But I will feed Auntie when she wakes up. Roxanne said, "What? I pushed you over the edge of 10,000." Yeah, but you see, Rock, you come on, you were. Those are obviously sock accounts, and so they're not going to get me more views every week. I need the real subs, not now. Everybody unsub quick. No, please don't. Because actually, I do understand that there are certain features that will probably be unlocked soon because I hit that 10,000. There are certain things that you can access when you get to certain subscriber levels, and I think that there's like I'm not sure what it is, but like there might be other things that we can do on the channel now that I'm at 10,000. So please don't suddenly unsub. Ryan says, "Congrats, thank you, my friend." Bradley says, "I subbed like 5,000 subs ago." Absolutely, Bradley. I know you've been with us for a long time. John says, "Entering now 10,000 subs. Truly a mountainous turd." Very, very true. Fred says, "Kathleen Kennedy is an ignorant idiot SJW." Well, you know, Fred, that's not exactly news around here. In fact, on Mead last night, I asked the question that I think there is, because it was actually kind of fun. I was having an argument with a guy who's a Kathleen Kennedy defender, and actually it was a really fun argument. For those that saw it, most people thought it was a great battle of minds there. But, you know, it's like, does Kathleen Kennedy even know what Star Wars is? You know, people want to give her credit for being involved in all these great things. You know, she was involved in E.T., she was involved with Indiana Jones, she was involved in Jurassic Park, she was involved in all these great projects. However, she was a freaking bean counter. She was the person hiring the craft services people. She was the person hiring the carpenters to build the sets and stuff like that. She is not a creative force like Steven Spielberg, even though she worked with Spielberg a lot. And so I get sick of people trying to defend her just based on her freaking resume. Her resume shows that she worked at a lot of places that are prestigious to work. I don't care about that. What I care about is what is she capable of doing, and obviously the only thing she's proven she's capable of really doing is ruining a franchise. I'm looking forward to seeing those Orion Slave Girl streams you promised at 10,000. No, you forgot. Darth Maul, it's at 100,000 subscribers. Mrs. Anti-Trekker said she would come on screen. So Josh says, "Doesn't Rock Solid Productions now owe you one of every old gaming consoles for beating him to 10,000? Yes, in fact, yes. Now that you lost the bet, Rock Solid, I expect all those gaming consoles to be sent to me. And Ersekai, I still can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry. And not Ryan Johnson, but $5 in. And talking about the stream from last night, I'll read your comment in just a couple minutes when I get to it here. Congrats to all the Anti-Trekkers team. Very well deserved. Thank you. Thank you. And Mr. Miles is very excited too. He and I have been talking on Skype while the countdown was going, basically from about 20 subs down to when we actually hit 10K. Rockstar says, why are you the Anti-Trekker? That's what I'm working on right now. If you could see my desktop, I got the script in front of me. As soon as I finish this stream, I'm going to be recording it, and then I'm going to be staying up late to edit that so that you will see the official video on that will be released tomorrow morning. Flash Gamer Death says, yeah, I am new. Well, welcome, my friend. All are welcome around here. Piano Dean says, Anti-Trekker, congrats. Now for your name explained. Yes, that's what I am working on, Piano. Schromer says, congratulations. Thank you. Bird of Prey says, yes, Bird of Prey, you were the first. I did check the time log on my Streamlabs thing, and yes, you were first. Since you are early, so a 10-hour stream, well, only if you don't want me to explain my name, Thomas. I got to get that done. Fred loved the Borg origin theory. Keep it up. Thank you. I'm very proud of that video. Me and Mr. Miles both, I think, delivered our A game on that one, and so that's kind of the benchmark where we want to hit. And Dr. Ox, I'm sorry, I must have missed your earlier comment because I saw you comment. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did say yeah. The secret will be out in the video tomorrow morning, or for you, I guess that would be tomorrow afternoon. Roxanne says, smash that like button, share via social, set chat to live, turn mic and camera on before going live, donate if you can, join the Patreon, don't abuse emojis, and down with Karoga and Turdistan? Oh, come on, that's just mean. And Dr. Alex is saying hi to Mrs. Anti-Checker. Shut up. Mamo Prey is in the house and says congratulations. Thank you so much, Mamo Prey, and thank you for being such a great mom to Bird O'Prey, and thank you, by the way, for your sense of humor. The fact that I poke fun at your son all the time, but you have a great spirit about you, Mama Prey, and you have a great son, even though I will continue to make fun of him. Flash Gamer Death says, let's make Trek great again. Exactly, we need to do that, and that's why I think that I don't care. Forget about the stupid Star Trek 4 business. Forget about Star Trek Discovery Season 3 and all that crap. I think CBS and Paramount need to just shut up for a minute, let the merger take place, so when they become the new Viacom and it's all under one house again, get a freaking Kevin Feige type of person that understands Trek and understands world building and reboot the whole damn thing. That's the only way to go. Or just create a new show that takes place after everything. But the problem is the timelines are all screwed up now anyway. That's why I say just reboot. I think it's a good time to announce that I'm quitting YouTube since I lost to Anti-Checker. Why bother? Wow, Rock Solid. Wow. You are a really, really, really bad loser, my friend. But I don't believe you for a second. Mr. Miles says, now to hit 20K. You are so right, Mr. Miles. That's the next step. Too bad you didn't get the 1 million. Yeah, I know. That would have been much, much better. Bird of Prey saying hi to Mom. Bird, why don't you just lean over your bed and say hi to her rather than say hi in the chat? Thomas says, Nerdrotic is not the gatekeeper for the Phantom Menace. That's true. It was all just a joke. We had a good time with it because people somehow made Nerdrotic this de facto leader of the Phantom Menace. He's not, but because the Phantom Menace has no leadership. It's just people that are sick of our franchises being abused. Schromer said, I found my old password book and subbed you with a few of my old accounts. Shh, don't tell me. Stop it. Don't do that. Someone tell me who is the gatekeeper for the Phantom Menace, but I know it's not Nerdrotic. There is no gatekeeper. The Phantom Menace is anyone and everyone who stands for not ruining these franchises. And let's see, Ryan said, Antrick, I'm sorry, I would take Quinto Spock over Peck Spock. I actually like Peck Spock a little better than Quinto Spock, but how about this? How about neither? How about none of the above, as Brewster's Millions would say? There's a scary image behind you. Yeah, you're talking about over here? Thug O'Prey? Yes. Gotta go watch Doomcock 100K Celebration Friday. We'll watch Nerdrotic after. Awesome. Yeah, I'm very excited for Doomcock's 100K. That's awesome. Can we get the origin story today? Well, you're going to get it tomorrow morning, Charles. So I know I've said it a few times, probably since, because I'm way behind in the chat. But yes, I am working on that right now. Bird says, are you still streaming at a regular time today? I don't know. It'll depend on how much energy and ability I have and how much work I get done. Roxod says there's video evidence of who it was. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Congratulations on the 10K. Well done indeed, says Not Ryan Johnson. Thank you, my friend. And let's see. Thomas is saying hi to Mrs. Antrecker. Antrecker, you promised to shave your head at 10,000 subscribers. No, Bird, I did not. Sorry. Fred says, Doomcock did not think 100K was possible. It is, and it's not yet December. You can do it too. Thank you, Fred. I think it is possible. Is it going to be next month? No. But maybe in the next few years, that would be nice. But I need to get to those kind of numbers to really be able to support me and Mr. Miles so that we can do this full time. Roxanne says, I actually have no idea who those 3 accounts are. I really didn't have anything to do with those. I was just subbing and unsubbing this account. Oh, okay. Well, the funny thing is, though, Rock Solid, when you do that, the algorithm doesn't catch it. Because what happened is I do not see, and I'm looking at all the subs that came in over this day, and your name does not pop up. And so it's probably if you unsub and then resub within a certain amount of time, it doesn't count. So, sorry. I appreciate the valiant effort, though, my friend. Schromer says, those accounts were all mine. They're old accounts. Oh, those were you, Schromer. Okay. You're the evil one. And DJ says, damn, I have to unsub now? No, you really don't have to. Darth Sweeney says, congratulations. Thank you, Darth. Schromer says, I found my old password book. Yeah, and I saw, you said that already, but yes. But you know what? Here's the thing. As much as I appreciate the sentiment there, you don't have to do that. I'd rather have 10,000 real subs than 9,000 with a bunch of them being duplicate subs. Not even though it would take longer to get there. Although you don't have to unsub right now. Flash Gamer Death says, do you believe Earth is like the one presented? Do you believe an Earth like the one presented in Star Trek is possible? Possible? Yes. Likely? No. Thomas says, we must get Bird to 10,000. It's going to be hard with all the stuff he does and says. That is true. Maybe when I get to 100,000, if I start pushing Bird real hard, maybe we can get him up to 10,000. Rock Solid says, see, for once I wasn't the bad guy here. Okay, I apologize, Rock Solid. But yes, your subbing and unsubbing didn't help. It basically never showed up. Where's my wrench I promised at 10,000 subs? I don't remember promising you that. And Mr. Miles says, I'm the real Miles Stone. Get it? Miles Stone. Yeah, that was great. Not Ryan Johnson with the other $5 says, I was watching Robert Meyer Burnett's stream. And by the way, Robert Meyer Burnett is the one that I was debating last night on Mead. And it was a lot of fun. Before you went live, and his topic was a continuation of the Thunderdome battle you two had last night. Really? Oh, man, I wish I'd caught that. Dang. Let's see. But thank you, not Ryan Johnson. I do appreciate your generosity there, especially on a day like this. It just warms my heart to know that you guys care so darn much. And I know I'm getting sappy. I'll shut up now. Roxalt says, hey, Trigger, you can have them. I'm quitting YouTube, so you won't need them anymore. Oh, shut up, Roxalt. You are not quitting YouTube. Your channel is doing good. And so I would hate to see you go because I like having your channel around. I gotta have somebody to pick on. Tubin323, I'm assuming you're new because I don't recognize that name, but Andrew, the disco dancing Spock used to be my favorite super chat, but now the super turds are the best. Congratulations. Yeah, the super turds are that's my absolute favorite. That's one of the mega chat ones. Janos Tolnal, no man, I'm butchering names, says congrats, and you must be new as well, and I'm sorry for butchering your name. I'm horrible at that kind of thing. DJ saying, all hail Mrs. Anti-Trigger, queen of all turds. Yes, bow down before the queen. Darth Maul says, Anti-Trigger, do your saying Mrs. Anti-Trigger is coming on as an Orion slave girl to 100,000? Well, as far as her dress as an Orion slave girl, that would be up to her. But she said she would actually come on camera at 100,000. So as an Orion, well, you'd have to talk to her about that. Tom says, Bradley, how about Mrs. Anti-Trigger? No? Huh? Let's see. Anti-Trigger super, let's see. Rock Solid Productions, Anti-Trigger super supporter. You mean I'm a super supporter of him, or he's a super supporter of me? Boat Trek says, Picard will save us. I hope so. But I'm not holding my breath. Ian says, congratulations on the 10K, so spill it! Now, I know I said I was going to do when I hit 10,000, and I'm going to, and that's what I am. I want to do it right. So I wanted to get my thoughts together and put it properly because I didn't want to say something that might offend people, although it's still going to offend some people when I explain it. However, it will be up sometime tomorrow. I'm going to try to get it done first thing tomorrow, and then I have that stupid nerve study. Ugh. Rocksaw says, I'm a great loser, Anti-Trigger. That's what I'm good at, losing. Well, keep it up. You know what? You know what? Here's the thing. My avatar is number 2. Think about that. Daniel Tulsa says, Anti-Trigger rules. Thank you, my friend. Mr. Miles says, drive safe to Mrs. Antrigger. Yes, she is on her way home now. Would you like a new Stargate show continuing on or a reboot? Honestly, at this point, I would probably look at either, whatever was feasible, but MGM, I don't think, is interested in continuing the Stargate franchise, which is really a sad state of affairs. I would like to see either. You know what? I absolutely love Jack O'Neill from SG-1. I think he's a wonderful and fun character. But I would be okay with a reboot as long as it has that kind of fun spirit behind it. That's why I want a reboot of Trek. I want a fun spirit, not this dark, dreary crap we've been getting. And Philip Bocci just subscribed. If you're here, Philip, thank you. If you're not here, well, thank you. Darren says, hey, Trick, I saw you last night beating Burnett with a proverbial rubber hose. You meanie. Poor Burnett. Good job, by the way. Thank you, Darren. I had a great time with him. I really did. And I appreciate the fact that he was willing to argue with me and not hold a grudge. Nerdrotic is really Gary the Gray. I thought he was Gary the Red. But, yeah. And Nerdrotic is here. Wow, good to see you, Nerdrotic says, yes, I am. You are out, and you are out, and you are out. Well, first of all, Nerdrotic, if you're still here right now, am I officially going to be on your show tomorrow night? Because if so, you have to let me in now because I'm over 10,000. Mr. Miles says, I got to ask, why did you find Balance of Terror to be discussed? Oh, stop it, jerk. Red Turd Alert. Oh, man, you should not be streaming. I concur with the idea of not doing any more Kirk Spock stories in Trek. Let them be a finite thing in the universe of Star Trek. Yeah, you know, there's so much there that we could work with. Let's see. Video evidence of who Mr. or Mrs. 10K was sent to you on Twitter. Oh, I will check that out. Let me see. What did you send me? And did you send it as a direct message or as a, let's see, there. That was, no, where's messages? I don't see it unless did you, let's see. I don't see it. Maybe it takes a minute for me to get it. So I will wait and check it later. Okay, this time you tell us why you are anti-Star Trek. You will find that out first thing tomorrow, my friend. Darren says, Andrew, have you ever wore contacts? I don't know that I would recognize you without your specs. That's because I'm actually Kryptonian, and you see... No, so that would be weird. Roxana, hey, Nerdrotic, it's all your fault. I found out about Anti-Checker. Yes, thank you, Nerdrotic. Thomas says, Andrew, I had a friend sub to you when you were at 9,991. Awesome. Well, thank you, Thomas, for spreading the word. T-Berg says, I love this new look and configuration. Going to draw the subs in now. I love this picture. I'm glad I found it. And the nice thing is, you know, the anti-cam right there on the view screen, and then I can put whatever I want, topical stuff there. Of course, the turd until the knee is better. And that probably means that the message just came in, so I will check that later. Robert Smith says, do you think Rick Berman, who gave us 600 Star Trek series episodes, should be hired to make new Star Trek series after the merger? Not a bad idea if Berman is got the energy to do it. I don't know how old Rick Berman is nowadays. You know, I would assume he's at least in his 60s. But if he has the energy to do it, I think that would be a good choice, or to bring in some new blood. Consider the fact that Nicholas Meyer, who brought us, of course, the most epic of Treks in film, was a newbie to Trek at the time, and so was Harv Bennett. And so I think that we can do it with new blood, or bring in someone that was working on it before. But what we need is that fun aspect of Trek. That's really what's missing. You know, and yeah. And there goes the chat jumping again. Oh, damn, 10,000 subs. I thought you hit 10K in November several months ago. Did you? Hilo? I remember, I'm trying to remember. I know people have made their predictions, but I don't know that one specifically. So I cannot confirm or deny that. Andrew, if I push Bird hard, sounds like what Frankie told Freddie. Yeah. Oh man, Roxanne, you've gained more subs in a month than I have in the year, Antrekker. Between losing to you and Copa likely taking my channel out at the knees, I'm out, shutting down. So Miles quits. So if Miles quits, I can edit. Roxanne, stop saying that. However, I will tell you this, in all seriousness, is that if we do grow to that point, Mr. Miles is going to need help because we're going to have to step up production at some point. But Rock Solid, I want you to keep doing stuff. Don't stop. Don't give up yet. When will we get the Flatulous 5 versus the Super Turd? That's horrible, but oh man. We're still waiting for you to make Super Turds versus Legions of Doomcock. We see I got to catch up. And Gary is here, says you skipped me. That was not intentional, Gary. If you put the @anti-checker in there and I missed it, I'm truly sorry. The chat is going like crazy. So I am truly, truly sorry. You know, Gary, you've been around for a very long time. You've been a supporter of this channel for a very long time. So thank you, my friend. Fred says, no, the Hypno Turd is the ultimate universe absorbing hyper turd. I don't know. I don't know if I could agree with that. Sci-Fi says, you don't stream on Saturday night. I was thinking of doing a test run for a live stream and didn't want it while you were on. Yeah, I don't stream on Saturdays. Generally because when I'm working, which I haven't been, but that's a whole nightmarish epic in and of itself. But when I'm working, I've been working on Saturdays during the day, and then we go to church Saturday night, so there's just no time. And actually, to be honest with you, while I've been off work because of the knee and stuff, I've taken Saturday because I've been every day of the week I have to go to doctor's appointments and therapy and crap like that, right? So Saturday is my day of rest, and so that's the one day that I generally don't even think about YouTube. Darth Maul, if Doomcock can gain like 70 subs in a year, anything is possible. I subbed him when he was at 16K and he seemed in malaise. I'm looking forward to what the next year brings for you. Thank you, Darth Maul. Well, I'll tell you, I was a supporter of Doomcock when he was at about 3,500 subs. And in fact, I offered to support his channel a little bit because I wanted to see him grow. I was like, he was at 3,500 subs. I was like at 5,000, somewhere around there. And so I was extending my hand out to him to help him out. And then he exploded. And I couldn't be happier that Doomcock hit 100,000 subs. That's awesome. And by the way, very similar story with Nerdrotic. He was he was a little smaller than me when I first started supporting his channel too. So they call me the Kingmaker. Roxanne says, I'm part of the bottom 50%. That makes top 50% possible. Yes. But you can still become part of the top 50%. Hey, I'm still in the bottom 50%, right? Gary says, you skipped me, but still, congrats. I am truly sorry about skipping you, Gary. You know, it was not intentional. And thank you. And yes, Mr. Miles, thank you for reminding people. Do put @anti-checker if you want me to read the comment, because it's much easier, especially as the chats get bigger. That will become even more important if we continue to grow this channel. And I would love to rival Nerdrotic one day. You know, I'm not betting that'll happen, but if that ever does, then you know, that will become vital for me to be able to see the chats, because you know it'll be going a million miles an hour. Thomas Preston says, hey Trigger, what about a Wormhole Extreme show? That would be fun. I would love to see them do a Wormhole Extreme show. That could be so freaking fun. For those of you that don't know, Wormhole Extreme was an in-universe parody of Stargate that was basically their version of the Stargate TV show in a world where Stargate was real. And it was hilarious. And yes, it would be fun to watch. It would be like Wormhole Extreme would be to Stargate what the Orville is to Star Trek. Demo Gorgonzola says, Anti-Trigger super supporter was an acronym of ASS. Roxanne and I asked what? I did not catch that. Oh man, that's horrible. And let's see. Darren says, oh crap, Antrigger, I think there's something wrong with your stream. You went to take off your specs and all of a sudden there was another guy who was sitting in your chair. You hacked. And Nerdrotic says, we're going to move Friday Night Tights to Saturday so Doomcock, spelled with a K, can celebrate. And yes, you are welcome in. Yes, I know how to spoon Doomcock, but I'm voice texting. Very good, Gary. Okay, so let me ask you. So Saturday night, I usually, you know what? I will actually talk to the missus about moving church to Sunday this week then, because it would be worth it to do it. So even though I don't usually, I know earlier you say, hey, to Sci-Fi Nation said you don't stream on Saturday. So this week it looks like I will be streaming on a Saturday night, but I'll be over on Nerdrotic's channel. So absolutely Nerdrotic, include me in your little group thing that you do on Twitter, and I will be there, my friend. Hopefully, Jeremy will be there because I did wear my Geeks and Gamers swag a few days ago here on this stream, and I will definitely wear it on your stream just to prove that there is no animosity between us. And TJ says, all hell Doomcock with a K. Somebody needs to create that channel right now. Darren says, congratulations on 10K subs. Forgot to say that. No problem, Darren. Thank you, my friend. Steve likes the shirt. I love this shirt because this is like when Saturday Night Live was funny. Zine says, congratulations. Here's to the next 10K. Thank you, my friend. And absolutely, I can't. And, the funny thing is, at least talking to people that, the funny thing about YouTube growth is once you hit those thresholds, sometimes the next threshold becomes a little bit easier. So like the second 10,000 is easier than the first 10,000. And, and look at Nerdrotic, the second 100,000 is a lot easier than the first 100,000. So it's just kind of funny how it works that way. Now, Nerdrotic says, I was at 7,000 subs a year ago today. Anti-Checker can do it. Yes. And see, that's what I was talking about before, Gary. It was so funny. You and Doomcock were both started out smaller than me. And then I promoted you guys. Now both of you guys are over 100,000 subs. So, I'm just saying, I think you guys owe me. Just saying. Darren says, that's a much nicer jacket that you have on today than the last one, by the way. I like this jacket because, yeah, check that out. Bird of Prey says, wow, 7,000. Yes, Bird, one day you will hit 7,000. Let's see. You can't see the chat, not with 10,000 men. It is folly. Well, you know what, Nerd, you're probably right, but I'm going to do my best. And I know you, and don't get me wrong, and I've said this before about you, Nerdrotic, is that you are the real deal. You are a genuine nerd. And so people that complain, like, if you don't read the chat, I get it. I've watched your chat, and it's like, so yeah. Plus, when you have guests on, you can't read the chat. That's just not going to happen. Rock Solid says, going from 100 to 1,000 was like super fast, but growth after 1,000 has been a slog. I'll tell you, for me, it was 8,000. I got to 8,000 and then bam, just hit a brick wall. And like over the summer, and I know this is not just me, like Doomcock and many others were losing subs left and right over the summer. And it was problems with the algorithm and stuff, and it was so frustrating. I seriously wanted to quit because that was at the height of my problems with my back and my knee, and I was just like, I can't deal with this crap. But thanks to the encouragement of people like Nerdrotic and Bird of Prey and Mr. Miles and many others, and Mrs. Anti-Trucker more than anybody, I stuck to it, and I'm excited that now that we're out of that summertime lull, things are moving in the right direction. No, let's see. Darren is having tremendous success. I saw what your videos was at 900. Yeah, Darren's been doing good. I'm excited about that. Darren, you should stick to those Star Trek videos you do, Darren, are freaking awesome. I still am awed by your Mr. Miles one. Funny enough, I found Nerdrotic through Anti-Checker. That is funny. Jerk. Dan's better than some of Anti-Checker's videos. Hey. You're not supposed to say that. Vile Mike says, I'm almost to 100 subs. Hey, Nerdrotic, give me a shout out so I can be like my Anti-Checker beauty, please. I'll tell you what, Vile, you know what? First of all, I will tell you this right now, Vile Mike. Your channel, you have a little refining to do, but your whole format with you and the Vile Child, I think that you can hit that golden moment where you're going to suddenly explode. I truly see that happening with you. But you gotta, keep refining your technique, keep refining what you do with the Vile Child, and believe me, you will have people like Nerdrotic and others talking about you, because you're just a fun channel to watch. I've never lost subs before the summer. Now I get a few negative growth days a month. That's really discouraging. Yeah, and Roxanne, that was a change to the algorithm, and boy, it hit me hard. I will tell you, I almost quit. I really did. Darth Maul says, to me, you bless those around you. That's why I believe Overlord and Nerdrotic grew so much. You will be blessed too. Thank you, Darth Maul. I don't know. I jokingly call myself the Kingmaker, but I'm so happy for Gary and Doomcock. Both of them deserve every bit of the success that they got. And if I can somehow match that one day, awesome. If I can't, I will live with it, but I'll still be happy that their success, I may have played some small part in it. So, let's see. I can't wait to hit 100 before I do a live stream. Yeah, well, you know what? You're going to have your daughter on the live streams too, you know. Because it's not, you got to have the vile child. You got to have the vile child for it to work. And Mr. Miles, I agree with what Mr. Miles is saying about you there. If you stick to the nerdy stuff, you got a lot of potential there, my friend. You have a great voice, and you've got a great face for it because you've got a really unique look to you. And I'm not saying that as an insult. That is absolutely true. You have a great look and a great voice for this stuff. So you should do it. DJ Odyssey, you should get a unicorn suit, says Sci-Fi Nation. That's scary, but true. And Ode to the Unknown Subscriber. Yes, that is a great song. And Resolute puts $2 in. Thank you so much, Resolute. Says congratulations. Thank you, my friend. It's so exciting to finally get to a major threshold like this. I hate the word threshold, but hopefully this will be the first of many such celebratory videos or live streams. The next will be, of course, when we hit 15,000. That'll be a great day. But honestly, once that ad revenue starts getting to an amount where it starts making a difference in me and Mr. Miles' lives, that will be great. Mike Richards says, congratulations from Columbus, Ohio. Thank you, Mike. I truly appreciate it. Did I say Vile Mike? Because I meant to say Mike Richards. If I said Vile Mike, I apologize. Vile Mike says, everyone loves the Vile Child on my channel like everyone misses Anti-Checker on his channel, but not me or Anti-Checker. But that's okay. But you see, you and Vile Child have a great rapport there, a great partnership going there. And so my daughter is very nerdy, and I could see doing a regular show with her like you guys do. But she lives on the other side of the country, and maybe if she ever moves to Tennessee or I move back to Oregon, we could do something like that. And let's see, try to find the 3 times. What? Not sure what you mean. Congratulations, says Derek. Thank you, my friend. Roxanne says, the concern with Vile Child is COPA. Having a kid on a video can get you flagged, which is BS. Well, I don't know. I mean, but you see, if it's his kid, then doesn't that negate that? Robert Smith says, if you rewatch Discovery's battle scenes at the end of season 2, borrowing from all sorts of other series or movies, does it still piss you off as greatly? Yes. And I've talked about it before. I'm thinking about, I'm seriously thinking about doing a more produced, polished video on some of that, because the way that Discovery borrows from stuff is sickening. And that, I'm sorry, the season finale of season 2 was like 100 times worse than a typical episode for them, and a typical episode for them is pretty bad. And Nerdrotic says, I'll shout you out, remind me on Saturday. I will try to remember to remind you, Nerdrotic, that you owe Vile. It's Vile Mike. And I don't know if you've watched his channel, Nerdrotic, but you should check it out. He does Star Trek reviews with his daughter, and his daughter is the Vile Child. Roxalt says, I still think Anti-Checker needs to play the video I DM'd him in this stream. Well, I can't play it without knowing what it is, Roxalt, because, you by knowing you and your vindictive ways, you might be putting something up there just to get me in trouble. So I'm not gonna play it until I see it. But maybe I'll use it in my 10,000 sub video that I'm working on. And Darth Mojo just subscribed. Darth Mojo, if you are here, thank you. If you're not here, well, thanks anyway. And yeah, the funny thing is, like, I know Nerdrotic can't have that little alert when he gets a subscriber, because it would be going bing, 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 and just make his computer explode. And I mean, like, what are you getting now? Like 20,000 subscribers a day, Gary? It's crazy. And you have time to hang out with us? I feel so honored. And let's see. Schromer says, Victor, you deserve the success also. I applaud you from early on. I see you growing rapidly, and 20K won't be far off. 100K almost as rapidly as that, and it will be deserved. Thank you, Schromer. That means the world to me, and I hope you're right, but I'm not holding my breath, but I do hope you're right, because that would make things so much easier as far... I mean, I've been... you guys know what kind of a nightmare this last year has been for me, and that would just be the light at the end of the tunnel that I really just needed. Roxelle says, doesn't matter whose kid is a kid, and you get snagged by COPPA Anti-Checker. That's why it's crap law, nearly Kurogan. Wow, nearly Kurogan. That's pretty bad. And I don't know the details of it because obviously it doesn't affect me. You know, Joshua is 19, so, you know, he's not a little kid or anything. So I don't have children on my stuff. But I know he's been concerned about it because he does all animation on his channel. Wesley says, Andrew, move to Oregon and I will move next door. We can be neighbors. Well, except that here's the problem with that, Wesley. Portland has turned into a crap hole of a city. I loved Portland when I left it. I hate it now. Thomas says, didn't you make a video about Star Trek Discovery ripping stuff off? Yeah, I don't remember if I did a video on it or if I just talked about it on a live stream, but yeah. Jano says, rewatching Disco, no effing way in hell. For you guys, I would do it. And in fact, I've been thinking about doing a serious analysis of the Disco episodes because it's, you know, we're getting ready for season 3. And if Discovery ever does become a good show, which is still theoretically possible, it would be nice to see where it came from. Let's see. It's proof of 10K. It's 15 seconds. I promise it's family friendly. All right, Roxaw. If you're lying to me, then I'm going to sue you here. And let's see. So, well, let me go to Twitter messages. All right. And okay, so it's a 16-second video, so let me bring up that screen. So this is what Rock Solid sent me. I am Mr. 10K Anti-Tricker, thank me. So you're trying to take credit, huh? All right, well, let's see what you did here.
Let's make this official. Boom. I am subscriber 10,000 anti-tricker. Suck it.
All right, that's good. I got to give you credit there. I got to give you credit. All right. I will. Okay, so let me ask you, because when I counted, I was just going off the subscriber list and counting down. So we'll leave it to a vote. You guys get to decide right here, right now. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to officially name Rock Solid Productions as the 10,000th subscriber. Put a 0 in the chat if you do not. It's Darth Joe Mo, not Mojo. Darth Joe Mo, not Mojo. Okay, I will try to remember that. Piano Dean says, did you ever go to the Retro Arcade in downtown Portland? Yes. All right, so it looks like the ones have it. It's pretty overwhelming. Rock Solid, stop voting. Stop voting, Rock Solid. All right, so I will go ahead and concede that you, but you better don't take down that video, Rock Solid, because I'm going to need to use it. So I know it's unlisted, but don't take it down, or else I won't be able to use it, and then I'll go back to the other name that I mentioned. And of course, now people are putting stupid numbers in. Let's see. So, anyway, anything else that we need to talk about? I am just so blown away. I was not expecting this. I seriously, based on the numbers, I was seriously thinking early to mid-December that we would hit 10,000. So that's really cool. And let's see. Oh, no, it's just unlisted for you. You want me to send you the raw file via Google? No, you can leave it there. I'll download it from, I can download it from YouTube. I use 4K to download YouTube clips, and it does really good. I just don't want to do it during the live stream. Let's see. Mr. Miles, was that a fragment of the Galaxy Quest? I spotted one of those aliens in Disco, looked like cosplaying fan. Oh, yeah, I remember that. No, that was in the Galaxy Quest review. But I'm trying to remember if there was a specific video. I might have to look. How about old Harry Callahan, a subscriber 10,000? He was on sabbatical for a few years. He came out of retirement. Yes, but you see, as I knock stuff over, Schromer, I know for a fact that Harry Callahan was a sock account. So no, I can't give it to what I know is a sock account. And even if you didn't fess up to it, Schromer, I would already know it was a sock account based on the names of the other people that subscribed at about the same time. Now, the good news is that sock accounts or not, we have definitely broken 10,000 because as of this very moment, the subscriber count is at 10,014. Opinions on Stargate Atlantis. Well, Mac, I have not seen it yet. So I've watched a lot of SG-1, but I have not gone to Atlantis yet. And Roxas says, gotcha, whatever is easier for you, because we all know, as we all know, it's all about Andy Checker. Wow, jerk. I've tried to be nice to you, and wow. Let's see. I don't know if I should mention this, but Burnett didn't seem to have a response to your question about what Kathleen Kennedy contributed to movies like E.T. Because he knows damn well that the answer to that is nothing. He was trying to defend her just based on her resume, and her resume is not enough. You need to see, and that's the thing. Here's the funny thing about artistic endeavors, and this is 100% true, because I will tell you, I know he was kept talking about how he's worked in the industry. Newsflash, he's not the only one. And one thing that I did when I was applying for the position of editor at a television station, and this is very, very common whenever you do this kind of thing, is that I was applying for an editor position that was open, and you have to do a couple of things. You turn in your resume, which Kathleen Kennedy's resume is incredible. It's impeccable. You cannot argue about it. However, the other thing you have to turn in, a demo reel, which is an example of your work, right? So you need to show what you personally have done in this field. And so I had to turn in a demo reel of my editing abilities, showing stuff that I actually edited. And I almost got that one. But anyway, the point is that you turn in that. Kathleen Kennedy has a great resume. She has no demo reel, because she worked on the sets of wonderful movies, of all these incredible things. She is not responsible for any of the greatness of any of those projects. Oh, sure, she's really good at arranging the caterers. She's great at hiring the carpenters. She's great at making sure that everybody's schedule is not in conflict with each other. But she doesn't know jack about making a good movie. And the fact that she is running Lucasfilm into the ground is absolute proof of that. The problem with Burnett is that he can't acknowledge that, because he worships at the altar of Kathleen Kennedy for some reason. I don't know why, but but he doesn't. He just doesn't see it the same way as me, because I see it as in the mind as an artist. I think he's seeing it as a producer. That, oh, well, she is a fellow producer, and look at all these great things that she has produced. But producer means a lot of different things on a lot of different projects. In fact, producer is an extremely generic role in a film. Some people are named as a producer simply in order to bribe them into getting their approval on certain things. Oh, well, if you'll let us do this, you can be a producer. And that's actually, it's very, very common that when you see an actor that's in a movie listed as a producer, that's why. Gets them some extra cash in their pocket because they get producer salary, and they do it so that they can get the actor to do something they may not have wanted to do. Anyway, Alice says, congratulations, love the discussions. Thank you so much, Alice. And if you're new, because I don't recognize your name, welcome. DJ says at least 10K wasn't Harry Balls. That would have been hilarious if it was, though. I mean, just saying. Valor says, hi, how you doing, Valor? And Roxelle says, how is that being a jerk? I conceded you are and always will be superior, so I'm done with my account, and now I will just pimp you out as I know my place. Oh, don't beat yourself up, because Roxelle, I still think you have a rock solid channel, and I think you should continue to produce stuff. Trigger, can you do the Daffy Duck laugh? Not really. I mean, I can try. Yeah, see, I can't. No. Answer is no. I can do Marvin the Martian. Oh, I'm so very angry. The Illudium Q35 space modulator. I can do that, but Daffy I cannot do. Wesley says, I'm going to be seeing Rise of Skywalker on December 19th against my will. Would you like my thoughts on it? Absolutely, Wes. Let me know what you think. I have not bought tickets for Rise of Skywalker yet, because I have no idea what my schedule is going to be like around December 19th. I genuinely don't know, because I don't know if I'll be back at work, and if I am, I can't take time off, because I certainly don't have any time off to take. So if I'm going to be back at work, that's got to take priority, and I'll just have to see it on my first day off after the premiere. If I'm not working, then I'll just buy whatever tickets become available. Let's see here. Derek says, I suppose we've been waiting for a long time for this. Hail, Anti-Tracker. Thank you, Derek. I truly appreciate it. Bird of Prey says, skip to 437. Why? What are you... Star Trek...
Hello world.
Let's see, this is a Bird of Prey video, so we know it's safe for general audience as long as you're not offended by racist and homophobic content. But let's see, what did you... Oh, he played a clip from my video, it looks like.
Keys. Okay, Anti-Tracker found the Klingork design very, very similar to an alien from Galaxy Quest. And then Anti-Tracker did a whole video on how the STD Season 2 finale copied from no less than 8 different franchises, including Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica, Iron Man, 2001: A Space Odyssey, and even Star Trek: The Motion Picture itself. And that was just in a 2-part episode finale. 8 different franchises, at least. Almost direct copies.
So there you go. Thank you, Bird. Of course, you could have just given me the link to my video about it, but, you know, I understand. You got to pimp yourself. By the way, if you're not a subscriber to Bird of Prey 5, you should be. He is a lot of fun. He's a little crazy, sometimes a little offensive, but he's a great guy, and he is one of us. He is a true nerd, so you should check him out. Valor says, my niece came into my entertainment room and seen Auntie, and Auntie kept asking if your dog was real or an adorable stuffed animal. Yes, Auntie is 100% real. She's just sleeping almost all the time. Darren says, I still like Burnett, despite him being too immersed in Hollywood to be able to see things from the fans' way. Yeah, I agree. I liked him. Personally, I think he seems like a nice guy. I could hang out with him, probably have a beer with him, and have a long talk about this stuff. And I like the fact that he knows how to fight with someone without being a dick. And that's hard to do for a lot of people. And I think a big part of it, even though I know it's so typical to make fun of millennials and crap like that, but the fact that he and I are almost the exact same age, I think helped. Because we kind of understand each other on from a generational level. Roxaw says Frank was able to do Daffy when he and Frankie made Sweet Love. Well, I think you meant when he and Freddie, but yeah, I didn't know that. Thank you for that imagery I did not need. And let's see, Darren says, did you know that if you tap the J key on your keyboard while watching a YouTube video, it will jump back 10 seconds? I did not. I did not know that. So let's put that to the test here. So well, of course, now I don't have Bird's video up anymore, do I? But let's see, we can play this one here and go back to here.
Make this official. Let's make this official. Let's make this official.
I had no... Well, there you go. I learned something new today. So I'm very, very excited about that, I guess. Let's see. Copyright Bird's video. Well, you know, I should, but I'll let it slide this time. Rezo says, Bird is not a little offensive, Anti-Trigger. Well, you're right. He's a lot offensive, but I was trying to be nice. Because of Kathleen Kennedy, should we fear Michael Chabon running Star Trek Picard? I'm afraid of anybody involved with CBS or Lucasfilm right now, Darth Maul. So as far as Picard is concerned, I'll watch it. If it sucks, I'll say so. If it's good, I'll say so. And you guys know, even if it's not popular to say so, if I think it's good, I will admit it, like I did with a recent short trek. And of course, I said that Captain Marvel was not a bad movie, although I didn't say it was great, but it was not a bad movie. I would have a beer with Burnett, maybe a light peppermint honey mojito, not a beer. Fair enough. Schrober says, in honor of 10K and for old time's sake, welcome to the Hotel Anti-Tracker. See, I can't sing worth a crap. He could try to end the stream anytime he wants, but he can never leave. Yes, especially if Captain Batman were here. That's not Bird, Anti-Trigger. Yeah, I know. I said I didn't have Bird, so I brought up your video. Or did I call you Bird? I didn't mean to. If I did, that was unintentional. All right, guys. So as much as I would love to keep talking for the next several hours because I'm so stoked about hitting the 10,000 mark, I do want to get that 10,000 video out, and so in order to do that, I need to get my butt in gear and get some work done. Just remember, guys, it's all because of you guys. I have very little to do with it. I'm just the lucky SOB that gets to sit here and talk about stuff. So thank you to each and every one of you for just being my friends, helping us when things have been bad, and just being there to celebrate when things have been good, like today. And Wesley says, the only thing I find offensive from Bird of Prey 5 is the singing. Well, yeah, there's that. Throw money in Ant Tricker so he has to stay on until his other streams. Stop, no! And DJ, I'm not forgetting about you guys. There's no way I could forget about you guys. You guys have made such an impact on our lives. Seriously, you have. If I'm able, I will do a stream tonight. If I'm not able, you'll know it's because I'm working on the video, because that has to take priority. I owe it to you guys. I promised it to you 2 years ago, so I'm going to make good on that promise. And so in the meantime, enjoy the fully updated credits. At least I think so. If there's a misspelling, if you see your name in the credits and it's misspelled, please send me a message and let me know, because I think I got everybody right, especially Thomas, because he was kind of pissed at me. So, all right, guys, take care, and thank you for the 10,000, and let's move on now to 15. Or 20. And yes, Thomas. Hungry says, huh? Because you said John Campia, you jerk. That's why. Rock Solid puts $2 in. It says, say it. Who is Mr. 10K? Rock Solid, congratulations. You're the 10,000 subscriber, because you are the only person that actually bothered to get video evidence of said subscription. I'll give you credit there. You did it. I got to give you credit there. And yes, Thomas, now, I'm not 100% sure what my work schedule is like, but yes, we're going to get back to doing the subscriber streams next week, because I owe it to you guys, especially those of you that have been supporting the channel, and that is absolutely going to start back up next week. So thank you, and don't forget, keep reminding me, Thomas, keep reminding me, because I do not want to forget. So Rock Solid wants number 17. Of course he does. For those of you that are new, number 17, you may want to gouge out your eyes, especially if you know who Lore Reloaded is.
Hey, you want to learn about Jesus?
There's no such thing as hooker-client confidentiality.
That just burns every time I see it. It just, man, got to see a doctor about that. All right, guys, thanks again. Take care, and remember, it's not over until Bird of Prey curses.
You son of a bitch, anti-tracker! You son of a bitch, anti-